What up, everybody? Welcome back. Got a nice sunny day after a lot of rain actually. Bike is all dirty from the rain. I don't got a garage to put her in. My shirt's flying up, my belly is out. It's nice and beautiful out. Nice little 80 degrees out today, not too hot, not too cold. So what's today's video about? Well, let's go over some riding basics, I guess. Make your life a little bit easier if you're brand new to riding. You gotta know how to get the bike in gear, started, everything like that. So, first things first, you got your two handlebars, right? On your left side, this is what I call your gear side. You're gonna have your clutch lever up there, right here. And then on my left foot down there, you're gonna have your, oh Lord have mercy. You're gonna have your gear shifter. So you're gonna be able to go up and down in the gears. How do gears work on a motorcycle? Well, it's a little bit different than a car, if you're driving a manual car. You got first gear all the way down, and then you got neutral, and then you got second, third, fourth, fifth, all the way up. Ooh, nice little GTR. So if you're gonna start your bike, you can be in first gear, second gear, really any gear, but usually the easiest for people is to throw it in neutral, turn your key, and then you're gonna press this little button right here. That's pretty much the same on every motorcycle that I've seen, ever. And then everything else is pretty self-explanatory. You got your back brake on your right leg or your right foot, and then you're gonna have your front brake up here. Safest way not to do an endo and go over your handlebars is to typically hit your front brake before you hit, or your back brake before you hit your front brake. So as long as you're using your back brake first, typically you'll be okay. And don't just stab your front brake too. That also doesn't help. Seen people do that before. No bueno. Definitely no bueno. Nice little wheelie there. Then you got your kill switch here, that little red button. You can kill the engine without having to turn the key. And that'll allow you to turn the engine off pretty easily, actually. Nice little wheelie. And then on the left side, you got your... Every bike's gonna be a little bit different as far as what you can do with the dash up here. Newer bikes are gonna have more options, things like that. But most bikes will have your high beams right here, and then you'll have your turn signals. So it's not like a car where you automatically get them turned off when you make the turn. You have to press it in to turn off the turn signal. So just make sure once you turn your turn signal on, you turn it back off. And then you got your horn below that, and then typically you got your hazard lights just like the car. And that is like the most basics of basics, to be honest with you. Makes your life pretty easy there. Oh, a little wheelie. And give it enough gas. So you'll turn your turn signal on, and then when you make the lane change or the turn, you just press it back in and it'll turn it off. Very simplistic. So getting in gear and everything like that, we can kind of go over that, but it's a lot of feeling where the give is at in the clutch. If you've ever driven a manual car before, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. When we come to a stop again, I'll kind of show you guys. But basically, you're trying to feel out, when you let out your clutch, you're kind of trying to feel where it, nice little C8, where the bike would die out. There's a sweet spot right there where it'll start to move a little bit. You can give it a little bit of throttle, not much. You don't want to kill the throttle and like be at high RPMs or anything like that. You kind of want to be very low RPMs, and that'll make your life way simpler and simplistic. And then to shift gears, if you're not on a ZX6R or a bike that is a quick shifter, you'll let off the throttle, so you'll come all the way in on your throttle, all the way up, pull in the clutch, and then shift up with your foot on your left side. And then same kind of thing going down gears, right? If you want to go down a gear, let off the throttle, push the pull in the clutch and push the gear shifter down. You can do what they call blipping. So you match the RPMs of the next downward gear. So if you're in fourth gear going down to third, you can blip down into, 6,000 RPM range like that, and That way your bike doesn't like jolt you as hard, and it kind of sounds cool too. That's why other people do it. But that's how you blip. It's just a quick pull in the clutch, up, down on the, sorry, pull in the clutch, down on the throttle, and then down on the gear at the same time, kind of. Once you start to get the hang of it, it'll all come natural to you, and you'll just like do it without even thinking, like I do now. I don't even think about it when I do it. I just do it. And yeah, man, it's like a bicycle as far as balance for the most part. I mean, the bike doesn't really want to fall over necessarily. It kind of wants to stay upright and centered. So you falling over isn't like just doing 30 miles an hour. It isn't going to just randomly happen to you. And that'll allow you to kind of make your life a little bit easier. And then everybody will tell you something different when you come to like a stop like this, where they'll say, stay in gear. That way if somebody comes flying up behind you and isn't hitting the brakes, you can still get out. And don't sit in neutral. What I like to do is if once somebody gets behind me, or I see that they're slowing down way a lot, like this guy behind me right now, I'll throw it in neutral, and then I'll just let off the handlebars. Give yourself a little break.